The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Since Williams.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 8.
Justin Jefferson, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Steelers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off 4 minutes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
He'll look to throw right away. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Roethlisberger keeps it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
A run by Connor on 1st down, and a good one, as he'll get about 7 here.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get locked.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Here's Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Courtland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
54 mark. Check. Watch.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Connor, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A.J. Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Get ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going left side, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Come on, D. Back 16. Mike 5-4. I'm coming for you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey, here we go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Roethlisberger
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 44. Mike, 54. Go. Mike, 54.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On third down. It's Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
And 1.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
31-yard line.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's got 44. That's got to be a...
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. 50. Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. In your face. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the out. Watch the out. 50's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
I got you. Here we go. Here we go. 50. 50. Mike 50. All day, dog. Alert, alert.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got one.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
4.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Touchdown, make the whole city jump. Touchdown, make the whole city jump.
at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
Now Wentz again. And he finds the tight end Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
To go.
Now Connor. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Steelers 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Oh, that was dangerous.
Roethlisberger
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season, but CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, and then
a big bit intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Steelers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 27, Roethlisberger looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger looking deep here for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Connor, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And some room to work. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
James Conner, 57 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Boswell for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 22, Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
81. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders.
Miles
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Here's Connor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Third down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We got 4. We got 4. Check. Crunch. 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 Mike, come on. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Right here, right here.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Steelers 25.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 25-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're in. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Steelers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.